Okay, everyone, assume you saw part A. What do you think? So basically, they're getting a subsidy of $100,000. It's 20% of the house. Oh, the housing price, $0 down. They have the subsidy.
Well, Stuart, that is what Democrats are trying to ram through Sacramento right now. It's basically a program that subsidizes qualified illegal immigrants to up to $100,000 each to buy a home. So the program is called the California Dream for All program. It's created to help middle and income home buyers. Now, initially, the program required residents to be here legally, either a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident. But last week, Assembly Democrats overrode Republican opposition, changing that eligibility to say this: an applicant who meets the requirements for a loan under the Home Purchase Assistance Program shall not be disqualified by the agency based solely on the applicant's immigration status.
Wow.
The social and economic benefits of homeownership should be accessible to everyone.
Yes, and Americans that already have a home should have programs to help them keep the home. I mentioned before in a video months ago that I spoke with someone in banking and about a friend. There are actually two people, facing foreclosure on their home, and the person said to me, "Okay, are they illegal immigrants?" I'm thinking to myself, "What kind of dumb question is that?" Of course they're not. They're Americans. What are you talking about? Said, well, there are programs to help illegal immigrants stay in their homes who are facing financial hardship. I'm like, okay, well, I need the program. We're referring to one to help the Americans. There really isn't one. You got a forbearance whatever time they may give them to get out, and that's it. And some people may have thought, oh, that just cannot be. What do you think about this? It seems like it is more advantageous to be an illegal immigrant than it is to be an American citizen. It's more advantageous, from what I can see, to be an illegal immigrant than it is to be an American citizen. Talk about got your hand out for the free stuff.
Regardless of immigration status.
So the program provides first-time buyers with a zero-interest loan up to 20% of a home's purchase price.
0% of a 20%, up to 20% of the home's purchase price. And the first 10 years or so goes toward interest. So maybe someone can tell me here, I'm not the mortgage expert. If it's 0% interest, is it all going toward the principal? They're not charging interest. So you're making payments toward the principal. There's no interest. Most homes, typically the first 10 years are pretty much going toward the interest. That's why I look at the very bottom line when you sign. It may say, okay, so the house is now $400,000. And when you get finished done, looking at it, maybe like 620, 600K. It's a crazy number, just an example.
Status.
So the program provides first-time buyers with a zero-interest loan up to 20% of a home's purchase price. On a median-priced home in California, that's about $150,000 cash up front for each buyer, with their down payment and help with closing costs. So far this year, the program cost taxpayers about $255 million to help about 2,000 buyers. The bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to Vice President Harris.
Whoa, so hold on a second. It's sponsored by a prominent Latino right group that have close ties to Kamala Harris. Black people, y'all just raised how much money, the men and women, for Kamala? And within like a day, not even a full day, to tell you honest. Ski wee. We want to box up because somebody else doesn't want to vote blue. Been voting blue for decades. Where is the benefit? I'm asking. And trust me, I used to be one. Oh yeah, I was like, Obama. Yeah, not anymore. Campaigning and all that. Yeah. What's been sponsored for us for the black vote?
To help about 2,000 buyers, the bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to to Vice President Harris.
So it seems like everybody's getting something for the vote, but the American, especially the BC, which is pretty much, for blue. What are the black politicians doing? What are we getting for our vote? I'd like to know. So this here, a prominent Latino group, look here, this is crazy to me. That's why when I hear all these things, well they can't. No, stop. Stop with the they can't and just say they won't. How is it they have close ties to Kamala Harris and they are already able to get benefits, not just for their people, but for the ones that are here illegally can get benefits? I can't wrap my head around it. Unbelievable.
2,000 buyers. The bill is
And look how much it's going to cost us.
And help with closing costs. So far this year, the program cost taxpayers about $255 million to help about 2,000 buyers. The bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to Vice President Harris.
Okay, so what are the African American community? What are you getting? And $255 million. Most Americans, first of all, do you know how many foreclosures that could stop? Let's see the big picture here. Most Americans not even down $150K on a foreclosure. Heck no. Some 10,000, 20,000. So that $255 million, it could go a whole lot further just to prevent foreclosures for Americans' families. I mean, seriously, do the math here. They're getting like $150,000, $100K subsidy. Who do you know that's that far behind on their mortgage and about to lose it? It's normally a lot less, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. You could help more Americans with that money avoid losing their home to foreclosure.
What the rest of the America needs to be worried about is the Kamala Harris-Walz administration taking these crazy California ideas and nationalizing them and taking them to the rest of the country.
Exactly. And do not be... Now, that's the part people don't see. A lot of it is a testing phase. It's like checking the temperature, and it's going to spread. Look at now what's happening. Illegal immigrants. They're in Chicago. They're in New York. Now you're hearing about it all in small towns, doing the same old thing, following people around. All in small towns, begging. It's not just people say, well, that's California. No, just give it time. And that is you have to think, think beyond the box. Well, that's just there, not where I am. Give it time. Give it time.
Administration taking these crazy California ideas and nationalizing them and taking them to the rest of the country. The country can't afford to buy illegal immigrants' homes.
Exactly. It is more when you look at the numbers, what is happening, it is more advantageous to be an illegal immigrant. And I doubt that this is going to happen for, like the African immigrants, I doubt that. A lot of them, and that's going to be a different video, they want to run their mouth sometimes. Oh, this American lazy. African American is lazy. Now you done got over here and you thought you were going to get the same deal. Mijo got skirt. Not. So we're now buying them homes. How is that fair to Americans who can't even afford the darn rent? How is that fair to Americans having to work 2 and 3 jobs to afford the rent? And then guess what? Got to make sure they watch the budget on food. So now our tax dollars are buying the illegal immigrants home. Make it make sense, people. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. This is crazy. 100,000 to 150K voucher to get them into a home. Look how many Americans could avoid foreclosures because most don't owe that kind of money. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is a slap in the face of Americans. But hey, I guess this is what blue can do for you. I'm done. I'm out. Thanks for watching.